Alright, hello everyone, it's me Barky and I'm here with another video about Rimworld Alpha 18. And in this video I will be speaking about the new kinds of weapons that you get in Alpha 18, as well as the new kind of mortar shells that you get, such as the Antigrain one, which is really cool. So over here I have 3 colonists set up. I have Russ, Amy, and Rowan. And they all have different weapons that have been added in Alpha 18. So with Rowan we have the auto pistol, and all these by the way are at superior quality just to get a good balance of it. We have the auto pistol, which is really cool. Ancient pattern automatic pistol, weak in short range, but quick. So that's pretty cool. Let me go ahead and do that. Next up, we have the revolver, which seems to be the other part of the pistol. It looks like they were divided into 2, so it took the normal pistol and separated it into an auto pistol and then into a revolver, which is really nice. I really enjoy the fact that we get a revolver in Rimworld, because this really does give you that Firefly feel when you're playing this game. And yeah, I mean, it's a freaking revolver, dude. Anyways, you can take a look at the stats over here. Ancient pattern, double action, revolver, somewhat weak, medium range, and quick, which is nice. Take a look at the stats in detail in a second. And then finally, for the normal weapons, I would say, because the other 2 that I'm going to show you are pretty balls to the wall, we have the Recurve Bow, which is a new type of bow. It's an advanced recurve bow. Its construction behaves like a tuned spring, storing energy more efficiently and delivering a faster shot. So that's pretty cool. So let me go ahead and do that. So let's take a look at the stats. We have the auto pistol over here at superior quality. Although this accuracy will change depending on your quality of the gun. We can take a look at the base value of it, which is at 91% for touch, 71% for short, 50% for medium, and then 32% for long. The melee bulk, which is how difficult to wield a weapon is in close combat, is at 50%. This is a new stat, obviously, because now ranged weapons actually do melee damage. So you can see we have a damage per second, but I was going to come to that now. The cooldown is 1 second, damage is at 9, warm-up is at 0.3 seconds, the range is at 22, so it's pretty decent range actually. And then finally, the melee damage per second is how much damage it does when they're up close, when they're trying to get into your grill, you know. And you can see it over here at 9.6, and then it takes 1.6 seconds to actually do the attack, which finalizes it at 6. So that's really awesome. It's really fucking cool that Rimworld actually adds this stuff in. So yeah, so go ahead, Rowan, I'll let you get to it. Then we have the revolver. You can see its base value is at 91% for touch, 71% for short, 50% for medium, 32% for long. The melee bulk is at 50%. Range cooldown is at 138. Damage is 11, warm-up is 0.3, range is 26, and melee damage is 6. So it's a little bit better. It's a little bit better than the auto pistol, in my opinion. Just a bit. But some people might disagree with that. And then finally, we have the Recurve Bow, and its accuracy is 90% for touch, 78% for short, 65% for medium, 35% for long. The melee bulk is 100%. Which is the highest that I've seen so far. The range cooldown is at 166, damage is at 14, warm-up is 145, but range is at 32. So, this is quite a heavy bow. It's meant to be like a heavy weapon, which is interesting. And the melee damage per second is 599, which is very interesting. So you can see, we'll let them all take a shot. And you can see how quickly the auto pistol compared to the revolver is. They're almost simultaneous. And now you can start seeing the difference as we shoot at this uranium wall. You also do get this Iqua, which is the new melee weapon that was added in for tribal starts. So as you can see, I have a golden Iqua that I just spawned in quickly, and it's pretty nice. I love stuff like this. It is a short spear handle attached to a long bladed head designed to be driven into vital organs with a quick thrust. It actually looks like a, back in South Africa we had Zulu warrior pikes, and it looks like one of these, which is really cool. But you can see melee damage per second, 325. The base is 7.6, and it takes about 2 seconds to get 1 off, which is interesting. And then over here, the melee bulk is 50%. So that's cool. So you can just see him hitting the wall, and you can see how long it actually takes to get it across, which is cool. But this is not the only weapons that were added into the game. There are 2 other ones, which I'm gonna go get now. Luckily, I've built this village for this reason. Let's go get these. Let's go get these bad boys. Oh god. So these 2 weapons that I'm going to get now are rewards that you get for questing in-game. So this is by no means a default weapon, so please don't think that. Okay, so we have it over here. Rowan has hers. So we have the Orbital Power Beam Targeter. And as you can see, it costs a measly 2,000 silver, which is insane, and a warm-up of 3 seconds, although it doesn't matter because you're not going to be bothered by that. An ancient targeting unit for a network of power collection satellites. Once aimed at a target, it directs ancient satellites to begin beaming power down in a massive column of electromagnetic energy. This power can be safely collected in a giant absorption disk. Disk, my bad, whatever. Since you have no absorption dish, you'll be aiming it at enemies, at which point the power column will turn the area into 1000-degree inferno. This will last until the satellites detect the unsafe targeting, shut themselves down, and permanently deactivate the targeter. Excuse my reading, it's very early morning. So let's go for it. I think I need a clear line of sight. Let's bring it in on this village. I've built this village, but it's time to say goodbye. Wow, that is beautiful. This is not modded, ladies and gentlemen. This is part of Rimworld Vanilla now. Look what happened to the village. And I'll bring down this one. So this is the Orbital Bombardment Targeter. Yeah, I wish this fire would go away right now. Luckily, we can do something about it. Alright, cool. Alright, so next up we have the Orbital Bombardment Targeter. An ancient targeting apparatus for an orbital bombardment system. This unit designates a target and transmits the coordinates to a network of satellites which then bombard the target area with kinetic impactors. This unit has been reprogrammed to accept unauthorized users, but once it is used, the network will detect the incursion and cut off the link permanently. So if it wasn't immediately obvious, both of these are only one-use things. So here we go, let's bring it in. Alright, we're getting a little bit of a warning there. Nice of them to warn us that our entire base just got fucking exploded. But that is it. These are the new weapons that are being added in. Those 5. This is really cool. And as I said, that was not modded. This is all part of Vanilla Rimworld now, which is really nice. I don't want to go into the gameplay too much, as TinyNuts asked Let's Players and whatever else to not actually do videos on gameplay of it, just in case of bugs and stuff like that. But that worked perfectly. Alright, so next up we have the new kind of mortar that you get in the game. So it used to be quite different, and I think this is how it'll be in the final version of Rimworld. You now get different kinds of shells that you can load into your mortar. So now we have high explosive, we have the Antigrain, which I'll get into right now, I'll show it off in a moment. We have the Incendiary shell, the EMP shell, and then the Firefoam shell. Now all this is really, really cool. You used to have to build different mortars and stuff like that. It was really silly. But yeah, so I've got an Antigrain warhead loaded in now, so you guys can just get a taste of what this looks like. It is fucking awesome. I'll put it in that little forest area over there. But how you load the different shells in is you have a shells tab on your mortar now, which you can designate which shells you want to use. So for example, I don't mind any of them. I could set them all on and it would take the closest one. So I'd always get an EMP shell if this were the case. This is awesome. Really, really cool. I don't know. I sort of love the idea of having one mortar that can use all of them. Alright, so here comes the Antigrain. And you can see he's going to go fetch an EMP shell as predicted. But I want to pick up an Incendiary. Cool. So there's the, here's the Antigrain. Yeah. Yeah. This is Vanilla Rimworld, ladies and gentlemen. That was a part of Vanilla Rimworld. I know. I know. I know. I don't really know what to say. It is insane. God, it is absolutely crazy. Let's just pick on a random animal here. I know it's kind of fucked up. I'm sorry. Okay. So look, for example, that was an Incendiary shell there. Now with the Antigrain, he missed that one. But with the Antigrain, you don't need to miss. Because it's kind of hard to miss. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my goodness, it is crazy. Can I get it inside here? Let's try. Yeah, I mean, cheapest. Look at that, 700 damage done to the wall here. 700 damage. It is insane how good this Antigrain warhead are. Well, like how good this Antigrain warhead is. Just keep in mind though that the cost is sort of correlated with it. So with the high explosive shell, which is the default one, they are 10 each. The antigrain warhead though is 1,500 each. So just keep that in mind when you're using these. It is awesome, but equally as expensive. Incendiary is still at 10, as all the rest of them, I believe. Yeah, as all the rest of them. Anyways, that is the new mortar setup. What do you guys think about the new weapons in Alpha 18? I think they're super cool. This might not be the finished amount of weapons, as we're still in the unstable build, but I think this is fucking awesome, and it is so much fun to mess around with. Especially the antigrain warhead. I mean, look at this. It just destroyed this area. It took down a freaking bear. This bear's gonna die soon. Like, it is insane. Anyways, have an amazing day, everyone. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying Alpha 18 as much as I am. Cheers.